We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Tennessee Titans. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this day, has got to be priority one.
On second down, they'll run with White. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You talk about this Titan defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So we stop for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be number 1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Now, he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play, you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Dawson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another 1st down.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
1st down, here's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. drop to throw. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2. Got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. To throw is Duggan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying. Last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down now, Groves. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Open man is complete. And that one just right on field across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's Ritter. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. And he finds Beasley complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Ritter. Oh, It's a screen pass. That's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's second down.
The Titans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
On second down, Groves. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On second down now, Groves. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Back to throw, Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Certainly part of their success so far in this game, their ability to convert on third down. And what a nice throw and catch there. That allows the officials to move the sticks one more time and set up 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On second down, Groves. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
This is caught, and he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2nd and 3. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. They'll go up the middle with White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. This is White. Down to about the 37. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd down and 8. They'll set up a throw. Going for a right side here, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now he's signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this 1st half of play.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw out wide is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this 1st half. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Ritter on 1st and 10. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On play action, here's Ritter. A shot downfield for Burks. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Titans! 53 yards. And the Titans have taken the lead here this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, that led to a really nice game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have regained the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now.
And got his man complete. Touchdown Titans. Brandon Ayuk with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Going right side is White. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. Make that now 2 runs in a row that have netted them great results.
And it doesn't matter what kind of blocking scheme they're using, gap scheme, power scheme, zone running. They are finding people in those gaps and moving them and creating nice space for their runners.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rachaad White with career touchdown number 60. And the Buccaneers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
It's complete, and he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, What goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards.
I'll tell you what, he's got 2 touchdowns in the ledger already. And that very well could have been a third. They have had absolutely no answer for him defensively. And he's just run free all game long.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Going play action. Ritter. Cockrell holds it in left side. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigga Cockrell, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Titans have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. They stay on the ground with White. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings that 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion. And that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Groves. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 27 yards. And the Titans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on fourth down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the fourth quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
But after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead to 11. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Me and the homies can trade y'all out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. That's right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Rashad White. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's
that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it at the 42. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down and 10 there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dawson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 154 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Opting to run again here with White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs have taken a 4th quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of this season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's 1st and 10. Ritter to throw it. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
6-yard line.
On first down, Groves fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ritter wants to throw it. Throw to the right, caught by Cockrell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
On third down, Groves. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Ritter.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Second down, goal to go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The headlinesman was right on it. I think they got that spot correct.
Yeah, and so many times officials catch so much grief because of things that may go wrong. You're exactly right. He was on the spot, marked it correctly. Let's see how this plays out from here.
Another fullback dive? I don't know that you go to that again.
No. Fullbacks block. Running backs carry the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
This is first and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Finds White.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So the Bucs going to have a chance to go down and win it. They'll get the ball first here in overtime. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
191 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Let's go.
Now a first throw here in overtime. He will get that out to the flat to White. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. It puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now a play fake here on first down. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.